Welcome back to Man, I'm Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on a lovely little island of Fawnhollow today? Is my microphone too high up? I think it's too high up. I recently just adjusted my mic stand, so I tightened it a little bit, but only at that elbow joint. Not at the part that's actually holding the microphone, so it still might randomly fall over sometimes. Who knows why? Well, not who knows why, but who knows when, more like. I know why. It's because it's too loose. But I can't bother to tighten it, so hello everyone. Right now on Fawnhallow, it's 3:28 PM on Sunday, January 24th, 2021. No big news, start of a new week. Again, it's about starting our weeks on Sunday, rather than Monday. It's a crazy thing that. I remember the first time I saw someone start their week on a Sunday was back in year 1. I don't know why I remember this. I remember looking at it and just being really confused, and that's basically where the story ends, so not much to it. Got a snow globe, a sandcastle, and a poolside bed. Ah, yes, I was buying some things to try and put some more decorations down. Ruin. Looking good, Rambler. Hey, you like mysteries, right? Found a fossil that's really got me to wondering how much dinosaurs could deadlift. I'm totally stumped, so I'm sending it your way. Let me know what you find out. Explorer, Rowan. Suppose it depends on the type of dinosaur, and whether they need to lift things or not, which is, that's kind of up in the air. I wonder if we should have bought more sandcastles. I wonder if you can customize sandcastles. I also didn't know villages could give you fossils. That's very interesting. Of course, today's Sunday, so we're not expecting any fancy visitors or something like that. I forgot to look up the rock farm guide. A poolside bed. We can customize this. What colour do we want to go with? Oh, we can do a pattern. Ooh. What's a very summery pattern? I suppose yellow stripes, but that doesn't really turn up. Ooh. This one's quite a nice one. Wow. I don't know how many patterns. I didn't realise we had so many patterns. Natural, playful, cool. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, this one's also quite nice. No, I'm gonna go with that stripey one. This one. Seems like a very oldie sort of pattern. Anyway, what have I been up to today? Really not much again. It's just kind of playing games. Playing some more Genshin Impact. It's a very fun game, not gonna lie. Hello, Vivian. I have no idea when you got that outfit, Vivian. I still don't know, but... you know? If you like it, Vivian, you like it. Now, today is going to be... I don't really know what we're going to be doing. It's quite difficult to come up with things to do anymore. Hello, Wally. I suppose you'd like a poolside bed. Oh, hold on a minute. This is a better poolside bed. Remember one you got back. Excuse me. I didn't say put yourself over there. I said put yourself right here by under this coconut tree. Why are you like us, game? Why? Why won't you just place yourself down? But where I want you to be placed down. There we go. I think we need to pull you up a bit, or push you up a bit. It's like those games where you had to like move around boxes and whatnot to get things in position. Sokoban or something. I remember. Did I talk about this? Like we had like one of our enrichment days or whatever in school. Well, maybe we should move this over one. Was one which was like a maths centered theme one where everyone in our entire school was randomly placed into groups of 3 to make a maths team, I suppose, where I don't know what to do with this with this other beach thing. With a lot of like lounges, I suppose. We could put it here, but it doesn't really make much sense. I guess I'll put it here. Even though this makes even less sense. Like it's a beach chair and we're putting it here. Why do we have so many different beds everywhere? I guess it is a place of relaxation and whatnot. Or maybe we should be facing the... No, that looks a bit strange. Where can we put a sandcastle then? Where do we got space for? I think we should have bought more sandcastles, to be honest. Sandcastles seem like they fit in lots of places, don't they? It's very confusing sliding a sandcastle across the sand like that. Let me through. What do you think about it, Audie, huh? Something like that? I think that looks right. Should we say hi to you? Yeah, there's a day we had which was all related to like maths, and there was basically like 8 different maths activities you had to do throughout the day, and you had to try and get the cumulatively like high score throughout the entire thing. I'll see how much I can remember of it, let me think. I will say spoilers in the end. My team won, because I was pretty good at maths. There's one of them which was just like your good old regular maths challenge. It had like 10 questions all laid out and you had to answer the questions. I believe I got one of them wrong, but I was actually losing my mind over the one I got wrong, because you didn't find out your scores until afterwards, and I was like, wow, I didn't get 100% of that, why? And I was thinking about the question, I was like, I just can't see how that one, my answer I put down is wrong. And to this day, I still don't know, because I never asked them about it again. I sort of, let it be, there will be an answer, let it be, let it be. What else is there? There was a Minesweeper one. Like it was which team could cumulatively clear the most Minesweeper challenges or whatever on, and you get more points for the harder difficulty or doing it quickly. And I was like, I'm still like only I learned how to play Minesweeper yesterday because I knew it was going to be one of the events or something. So I just basically blitzed through a load of easy ones all in a row, because I was like, I ain't wasting my time on those medium ones. I don't think we won overall in that category. Not that it mattered. We still placed pretty highly. Wow, we have a lot of purple flowers here. I guess it's just going to be 30 minutes of me bragging about my maths ability. That was quite a fun one. So I remember I had a friend, and he was like really good at Minesweeper. We were talking about Minesweeper like the day before, and when I asked him how much he did, and he did a lot of Minesweeper on that day. I was like, wow, that's impressive. I think his team probably won, because I believe his team came second overall. Out of, let me think how many groups it would be. It'd probably be around 60 teams or something. So it was a close competition. We won the generic maths challenge thing, where it was just a load of questions, I believe. What else is there? There's one which was about using newspaper to build up a really tall tower. Oh man, I have this memory from it. There was a teacher, like each of our maths teachers ran a different one of those events, and this was a maths teacher I had never met before, because I knew all the rest of the other maths teacher because I did like maths challenges and stuff like that all the time, so I was pretty familiar with most of them, but I'd never spoken to this teacher before. And even to this day, I still think about it. Like, I feel like he didn't like me, but I don't know why. That's fine, I didn't hate him or anything like that. I was just like, you know when you get like intuitive feelings about someone? Like I met him and I was like, something about this, like, after talking to him about conversations, like, I don't know if he likes me. But also, I'm like, I don't care. Who are you? And I'm like never going to see you again in the future, so if you don't like me, you don't like me. You can't appeal to everyone, that sort of thing. Anyway. Don't know why I'm giving out friendship lessons now or something. What's this? Is this a purple or red? This should be a purple. Just trying to figure out where this red windflower should go. Anyway, it's about building this really tall newspaper tower out of the newspapers. We only had like one newspaper to do it. I believe this one we did not win. We got a decent score, but we didn't win. I don't really remember though what the record was for that day. But yeah, I remember he was measuring it, and he was like, alright, hold the tape measure at the bottom, so I held it at the bottom. Wait, did we talk to Bruce? We didn't talk to Bruce, Mia was also not in her home. So I like held the tape measure down at the bottom. I see he pulled it up and then the tower started falling over, so I instinctively just like let go of the tape measure and tried to grab it, and I remember it like pinged back in his head, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and he went, he went super sarcastically, just looked at me and went, ow. And, you know, that was the point where it solidified in my mind. He was like, you know, I think my instinct was right. I think this person doesn't like me. And then I never saw him again. I think he also left, like a year later or something, I don't know. Unrelated to me. Never got taught by him. So yeah, I don't know. Apparently he was a cool dude. So it was like, you know, don't really judge a book by a cover. Or like, when you only talk to them for like 10 minutes or whatever. So we had a newspaper building challenge. We had another physical one, which was a block building challenge. Like we had these like small not rectangular, that's 2D shape, cuboid like wooden blocks, and you had like 30 of them or something, I remember. And the challenge was to use the building blocks to basically create the largest overhang from a table. So you had them and you wanted to create a tower to extend out as far as possible over the table. And I remember we did it and we got the best score for that one as well. But we also had the fortunate benefit of we went, because of course being 60 groups of people, you can't do them all at the same time, so we were with 60 groups of like broken up into 10 groups or 6 or whatever, and you rotated through each of the challenges throughout the day. And that was the last challenge we had. And he told us, he was like, oh yeah, the record for today is like, I can't remember, 58 centimeters or something. And I remember we were doing it, and we were like, hey, and I think you can only call him over, like the teacher over to measure it like 3 times or whatever, or twice or something. So we called him over to measure it, and he was like, 58 centimeters. And we were like, oh, okay, we need to somehow increase this by 1 centimeter. So we just did a little bit. We basically, I remember this, I was like, okay, we should just pull out every single block by like 1 millimeter, and then that will probably just get us to 10 centimeters. And then the last one we pulled out just enough. And when he measured it again, he was like 59 centimeters or 58 and a half, I can't remember. We won by the smallest amount. But I started saying, like, we had an advantage because we knew what we were aiming for. So we knew what score we had to beat, so we could adjust our strategy to it rather than just trying to get the biggest possible. It's like the same thing when you're like running a race or whatever. Like if you're just running by yourself, then you'll do pretty well, but you'll do better if you run with someone who is doing slightly better than you. So you're like, your mind like tries to keep up with them or something like that. Giving yourself a tangible target to reach. That's what really pushes you forward, I think. So yeah, that was another one. How many have I said? That's 4. Anyway, we'll save the block pushing one for last. We had another one, which was I think it was like this game from the 80s or something. But it was basically, oh no, it might not have been a game from the 80s. It might have been based on a game from the 80s. I can't remember. It was like these robots. Well, basically, it was a series of puzzles. Like it was like a board game. You set up a board in a certain way, and you set these different robots up, and you give the robots different instructions, like move up, move in certain directions or something like that. Or you could like interact with different parts of a board, and then what you would do was basically you had 4 different kind of robots, and some of them would be on the board at the same time, and you had to get them to the coloured goal or whatever at the end, and you had to do it by inserting a set of instructions, because presumably what you do is you just enact it on the board, but to verify we actually got it correct, for the teacher like programmed a little website for these like 20 different challenges, and then you could just like use his notation to insert the instructions into the board, into his website, and it would like verify if it was a valid solution or not. And then you got points for completing a challenge, and you got points if you did it in like minimum steps as well or something. And I remember there was 20 challenges, we did 18 of them, and then I remember I think it was like the last 3 we didn't do with minimum steps, because it was like, alright, we're running out of time, we just got to get a solution down for one of these. For some of these we just like blitz through random solutions. I don't know if we won that one as well, but I think we did pretty well. Who knows? Also, what are we going to do for these last few minutes? Oh, I forgot to check if Bruce was in his house again. So we go. What other ones did we have? So we had a normal one, we had Minesweeper, we had the 2 physical ones, we had, like, I think it was called Rebounding Robots. I'm going to Google it and see if it's an actual thing. Rebounding Robots? Maths puzzle. Robot maths puzzle board game. I thought it was something like Rebounding Robots. It is kind of like that laser chess game. Oh, Ricochet Robots, that's what it is. Ricochet. And I knew it had alliteration. There we go. Ricochet robots. That's what it was. That's pretty cool. I thought it was quite a fun one. So yeah, that was another one. What other one do we have? The only other one I can remember is the box pushing game. Oh, so I guess that makes sense. We had 6 activities that we did. I thought it was 10 for some reason. I don't even know if we had 10 maths teachers now I think about it in our school. Yeah, I don't know where all our villagers are. Don't know where Bruce is. If I saw him today, whoops. I guess we'll go to our Nook terminal. Please just... Okay, fine. Play me for a fool, why don't you? Hello, Jakey. Hello, everyone. I feel like we haven't spoken to Jakey for a while. Yeah, anyway, the box pushing game was, it was like a flash game, which I think the maths teacher also programmed or something. I can't quite recall. But, it was basically just like a flash game of pushing boxes, and then you had to push certain boxes into the goal. Like one way or another. And I remember, because to prevent cheating, basically once you completed the level, you had to call the teacher over and show him but like the windscreen before he would let you move on to the next one or something like that. So you couldn't just like select the last one on the list. I think we won that one as well. I can't remember. Or we got like joint first with some other people. I don't know. We did pretty well, which is surprising because oh, we got KK medal yesterday. Come on, because I was pretty good at maths in school, so I had a reputation that preceded me mathematically. Should we see what our island ratings at now? And I was paired with 2 other guys who were basically not known for being that great academically, but to be honest, like, this is big. Oh, hold on, I just want to read the feedback first before I go down this thought process. Positively to our island unit. Okay, so our score has improved. Okay. Shopping. Oh, you know what? I've been forgetting to... I forgot this entire week to check if Celeste was visiting our town or not. Oh well, yeah. The 2 people who were not known for being great academically, to put it lightly, but they were actually pretty good, to be honest. They pulled their weight. Like, I've obviously seen some of them they didn't do as well, and like the straight up math challenge questions, I kind of took the lead on that one, as I probably should do because I had most familiarity with it. And yeah, but they could still solve some questions, but later ones they were just like, okay, dear, we're just gonna leave it to you, and I'm like, don't worry, I got this. At least that's how I remember it. Maybe it wasn't as cool as that, but like especially like the newspaper one and the block building one, they did quite a lot as well. And the rebounding robot one, they had to come up with some of the answers sometimes as well, and they were the ones who typed it in. I remember that. The block pushing one I think was mostly me as well, because that was like a video game sort of thing. I was pretty used to it. So started my favourite makeup bag this morning. Now I can't find it. Oh, want me to look for it? I have not seen a bag on my travels, so it's I guess that's what we're doing, Vivian, until we, which is good, Vivian, because I don't know what we're doing for this episode. I was thinking about something like maybe every Sunday or something, instead of actually like continuing to decorate our island, which is kind of slowing down to a snail's pace right now. I can go like random dream island hopping or something, like go visit other people's dream islands. I don't know, I could do what I did for Dreamy, I think her name was Dreamy, in like Dreamland or something, Dreamyard. I don't know, there's ages and ages ago. I looked up, like just went on Twitter, found a cool Dream Island code and just went and visited it. Maybe I could do that on Sunday, you know? There's a lot of people in the community who have made very, very pretty looking islands and villages, and it'd be a shame not to show them off, you know? At least that's my sort of like end goal, I suppose, in New Horizons. Once my island is like decorated how I like it, or close to, and we've basically done all the stuff we need to do. Are these trees glowing? Am I losing my mind? We can start showing off other people's islands. I think that'd be quite nice. But anyway, that's for the future to think about. What we're doing now is trying to look for Vivian's lost makeup bag. Yeah, the block pushing one I think was mostly me. It wasn't like mostly me because, like, you know, obviously the others could do it as well, so we started it off. But then I think I did some of the later ones or something. I don't remember all too well. But they were still pretty good. Like, a lot of people, obviously people, you know, kids can be mean. They joke around and be like, oh, you know, Deer just carried that team to first place. I was like, no. And I was like, I had to repeatedly be like, no, you know, they did really well as well. I wouldn't have done it without them. You know, people are quick to assume, you know, just because I'm good at maths or something, that means, like, for one, that I'm good at every single part of maths, or like, just because, I don't know, there's some weird association, especially in secondary school, high school, and school and those sort of things, that if you're good academically, you're smart at, like, and good at a lot of things in some aspects, until, I suppose, shown otherwise. At least that's my experience with it, and I was like, I had to be like, no, you know, it wasn't like a one day show, you know, they pulled their weight. I'd imagine it's very frustrating for that sort of person being like, oh, or for those two guys, you know, be like, oh, just because we don't have a reputation that Deer's got, you know, she's getting all the credit. And I'm like, oh. But, you know, I like to think I vouched for them well. I was like, you know, give them credit. They pulled their weight, and I probably wouldn't have been in first place without them. Now, you might ask, would I have been in first place with other people? I have no idea. Depends on how well we worked as a team, and I think those two people, I don't know what they're up to now. We were like acquaintances. Like, I was friends with one of them and acquaintances with the other. Like, I knew about them, but we never talked. I don't know what they're up to now, but hopefully they're doing well. But yeah, they pulled our weight, you know. And I feel like, especially since I was in a situation where I was obviously, you know, more well known for being good in that field, I suppose, about the whole thematic of the day. It's on my duty to correct others when they say that I just carried it, and I was just like, no, you know. Honestly, it makes me a bit more upset. Like, at the time, I was like, I don't know, I was much more shy, much more of a pushover, so I was like, oh, whatever. But now I'm just like, oh, how dare you, you know, insult my teammates like that, as if, like, it's one thing if they were bad and didn't try, but, you know, maybe they're not as good as me, but, you know, that's like not a fair comparison to do things to, you know. And it's not like we don't have our own abilities and skills, which, oh, here it is. We're meant to be harvesting stone. I forgot. It's not like we have our own abilities and skills and talents that we can use to help out the situation. Honestly, it's kind of rude that you would assume so little of them that they couldn't do anything and had to be carried. Yeah, see? Like, now I'm pretty angry about it. I'm not angry, but, like, because obviously everyone's just teenagers. It's, you know, they don't think, like, especially me when I was at that age, you know, you're flawed people when you're younger. You don't think about things. You just kind of want to rip your friends or whatever because it's fun. But, like, you know, nowadays I'll just be like, hey, give them credit. Anyway, enough of this weird pseudo Samaritan talk I'm doing. But I remember the announcements. Like, they brought up a big Excel spreadsheet, and I was like, oh, there's us three at the top. And I was like, oh, nice, we did it, team. And then we won, like, a big box of chocolates. Now, you know me, don't have much of a sweet tooth, so I was like, okay, we should divide these box of chocolates in thirds. So, they were like, alright, we'll take the chocolates we want from it. And I was like, alright, you take the chocolates you want from it, because I'm not going to eat any of these. I'm just going to be giving them away to people. So that's what I did. And they were like, oh, awesome. So they took the chocolates they wanted, they put it in their bags, and then I took a box, and I basically, as I just walked out, I saw people from my year. I was like, hey, you want a chocolate? And they were like, oh, thanks. That sort of thing. I haven't put another time in maths class. I don't know, I'm sorry. I only talk about maths now. But there's still probably my favourite teacher to this day. He was a really awesome maths teacher. Like, one lesson, because normally like in the end of term you have like a fun lesson where you might do like a quiz or something, or you might watch a movie. This one, he set like his own like maths competition challenge thing, where he put like a riddle on the board, and it was basically like, if the first three people to tell me the correct answer will get a box of chocolates. Now, I looked at riddle and I was like, I think I know this riddle. Like, I feel like I've seen this before, but I couldn't really like remember how to solve it. But, you know, something in the back of my brain obviously helped me out, because I solved it incredibly quickly, and I gave him the correct answer. and then like I can't remember who got the other box of chocolates. There was someone else. I remember. He like walked up to me. My desk was like, "Dear, can you tell me the answer?" I'm like, "Sorry, I can't tell you the answer, but I can help give you a hint if you want." And I remember because I had like my working out in front of me, and I had like the answer. The answer was 51, by the way. And I'll tell you the riddle in a sec as well. And it was like circled in my book, and he was like, "Is the answer 51?" And I was like, "It might be. Why don't you try it?" To this day, I'm still suspicious. I'm not sure he worked out the problem. I'm pretty sure he just looked at my work and took the answer just to get a box of chocolates, which I honestly exploitative, and it doesn't make me mad. More, it makes me just like kind of disappointed. It's like you're going against the spirit of the whole thing, which our teacher did a fun situation for us just because he wanted a box of chocolates. Disappointing is how I'd put it. And then I can't remember, someone else got a box of chocolates. I don't remember who, I think, or maybe it was only two. I don't remember. I remember talking to the teacher at the end. He was like, "That was very impressive." I remember he was sitting there, leaning back in his chair, hands on his head, and he was like, "You got that really quickly." And I was just like, "Well, I like riddles," or something like that. And it's true, I love riddles. I adore them. Where's our other rock? Oh, it's this rock, yeah. I need to sneeze. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy just copied the answer off my book. But yeah, when we got that box of chocolates, I just stood by the door and just gave them out to everyone as they left, because I was like, I don't want all these chocolates. I remember I even asked, because I was like, "Oh, I don't want the teacher to feel bad if I don't eat these box of chocolates, but I just don't really care for chocolates all that much." It was like, so I was like, "Is it okay if I just give them out to everyone instead?" And he was like, "It's your box of chocolates, you can do what you want." And I was like, that's fair. Except for at the time, I didn't probably say that with so much gusto. I was like, "Okay, thank you." "Thank you, sir." But now I'm just like, yeah, absolutely right, they're my box of chocolates. What's he going to do? He can be like, "No, you can't. Or is it yours even more now?" Ridiculous. Why is this rock so dark? I don't know, that was incredibly strange. There was another time we had a quiz as well, or something. And we ended up with a box of chocolates shared in the team. Me, Sophia, that friend I talked about before who was really good at Minesweeper, and someone else. I can't remember even what the quiz was about, or how we won. But we got a box of chocolates. And we also gave that out to everyone. And I actually remember this, is because Sophia suggested. She was like, "Hey, should we give these chocolates out to everyone?" And I was like, "That's a great idea." And I was like, "That's a fantastic idea." Because I didn't want to say it because I don't, like, I feel if I put that forward, it's already established, because I don't really care much for chocolates. I don't want to be like, "Hey, just give up your chocolates, do the noble thing," I feel like it's sort of putting them into a corner, because I think our team and these chocolates, if we wanted the chocolates, then if they want the chocolates, then they should have them. So I remember just saying to everyone, I was like, "Hey, everyone, we'll give out the chocolates to you." And they were like, "Oh, thanks dear." And I was like, No, don't thank me. Thanks Sophia, she came up with the idea. But I feel like there's already an assumed thing, because I did it before on that quiz thing. So yeah, I don't know. Basically, I'm sort of in it just for problems and the quiz itself, rather than the actual chocolates in the end. You like chocolates, you like chocolates. I'm sort of rather nonplussed by them. Not in a confused sense, nonplussed, I mean, oh, we should keep this because we can give it away. Nonplussed in the sense rather impartial to them. Sold. Yeah, that's good fun. What did I talk about today? I don't know. Mashed chocolates? Oh man, what am I going to title this episode? Doesn't make any sense. I guess box pushing might make more sense. Sukuban games or whatever. Very common thing in as a video game puzzle. A bit, derivative I think nowadays, but still. Anyway, I guess I'll round off this episode here. Strange. Not a very strange episode actually. Quite a nice one, quite a relaxing one. I'm in a very chill mood if you can tell right now. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Adam Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. As usual, Twitter, Discord, whatever. I hope I see Jeff again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.